The Pressers with Matt Mallory and Klint Macro. Brought to you by Public Safety and Education and the Trigger Pressers Union.
Meet the Pressers is brought to you by Mantis X. Mantis X helps shooters suck less. Next Level Training. Makers of CERT training products. Saber Red. Saber Red has been making men and women cry since 1975. Meet the Pressers is also brought to you by these fine companies, shows, and organizations. Thank you.
Welcome to Meet the Pressers. I'm Matt Mallory, and this is Klint Macro.
And we're at the 2024 NRA annual meeting in fabulous Dallas, Texas.
We've had some great opportunities to meet up with friends and family and industry sponsors and check out what they have to offer. It was all right.
That'll work. Let's do one more.
Hey! And we had Neil in the background. Like it.
Morning, how's it going?
Good. Good to see you.
Hey dude, how you doing?
Hey, Matt Mallory here with Meet the Pressers with Neil, my good buddy Neil at ASP. We got some really cool news coming out.
Yeah, you know, things happen. We try, we do stuff.
We will be releasing some really cool information coming up soon about a collaboration between the two companies.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, we're excited about it, so stay tuned.
I'm at the ESS booth with Julie Daniels. Julie, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so eye protection is a huge part of firearms training and just even recreational training, not to mention running chainsaws or whatever else you might do that you want to protect your eyes. Tell us a little bit about your product line.
Well, ESS is a domestically produced protective eyewear company. Everything we're proudly made in the U.S. All of our products families meet or exceed the military standards for safety eyewear. So when you're wearing ESS, you know you have a really high level of safety. We are expanding into the commercial side with our outdoor collection and just partnered with Realtree to have our Realtree pattern. So we're really excited to be here in the great state of Texas representing the ESS brand.
Cool. I like that you said it exceeds military specifications. Yes. This was new to me as being a civilian, never been in the military, but everyone I know that's been in that world says military specifications does not always mean good. So exceeding military specs is a pretty good idea.
The U.S. Army actually has the gold standard for protective eyewear.
Oh, wow.
And we are one of the few companies that are on that protective eyewear list.
Oh, very nice. So how do you test it? What's the litmus test to say you're good to go? What's the brutal things that you do to your products?
They do various testing in a controlled environment, and then we also do some really cool team building stuff where we all, bring our guns to work and just shoot the crap out of them. Not official, but there's some very rigorous testing that is done by the Army and as well as in-house at our manufacturing facility.
Cool. I recently got LASIK done and I'm still relearning how my eyes work. But for many years I had to have prescription eye protection. What kind of products do you have that could accommodate someone that needs inserts or prescription eyewear?
Yeah, that's a great question. So all of our eye shields can accommodate a prescription lens insert, and that's a great solution to have your RX on the inside. You don't change the ballistic integrity of the lens on the outside. And then we have 4 sunglasses that can accommodate a prescription as well. 2 of them being a fixed lens. Once an optometrist puts the lens in there, that's what it is. And then we have 2 sunglasses that can do interchangeable. So you could do your clear if you're, you may be shooting at an indoor range, your smoke gray if you're using them outside, or even maybe like a high def yellow if you're shooting in an overcast situation or doing some night driving.
Do you have the rosy colored one?
We have a high def copper, a bronze, a yellow. We also have polarized options as well.
Cool. I find that the world looks better with the rosy colored glasses.
Always.
Yeah. Well, if you're a casual shooter, recreational shooter, someone that's training to be your own family first responder, or a professional instructor that's on the range every day, don't chintz on your eye protection.
That's right.
ESS is a great option for you. So check them out and give them your business. What's the way they can get in touch and buy products?
Yeah, so our website is essipro.com, and you can also follow us on Instagram, ESSiPro.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
So I'm with John Howard at the Kahr Arms booth. We're going to talk about this awesome new 9mm handgun they got going on. John, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Tell us what you got in your hands.
Well, this is the X9. This is the pistol that the Kahr fans have been asking for a long time. It's the double stack. So we came out with it, brought it out at SHOT Show. We're getting close to shipping on them. The gun, double stack, obviously a 9mm. We're going to have the 10-round magazine, so 2 10-round magazine option that'll be flush fit and with an extension.
Nice.
Also a 15-round extended magazine is coming along. The gun has an accessory rail. We've got the front cocking serrations. We tried to keep some of that kind of minimal because we know you carry this concealed and you got it up against your skin and we don't want it to be abrasive. So very comfortable there. Ambidextrous slide stop. Takedown is by a lever, which is a simpler mechanism than we've had before. We've got a Holosun K footprint for the optic on the gun. Deep inset on the back strap is done intentionally so that when you're drawing from an appendix carry, you can really get in there and get a hold of it.
Yep.
It's got a great feel, I can tell you at the range, it just shoots really, really well. Kahr pistols are kind of famous for having less recoil than an equivalent sized gun in the caliber, and we've maintained it with this.
Okay.
Also very, very tight fitting on the barrel, so we also like accuracy. You know, our owner believes even a small pistol should be an accurate pistol, and this is a very
Amen.
accurate gun. So we're real excited for this to come out. Yep.
Yeah, that does feel great in the hands.
That grip, Jeff, is just really natural.
Yeah. Well, that's light magazine too. Very nice. Yeah, that is a beauty.
Yeah, we're excited, and we're hoping to see them coming out in July. So
MSRP retail?
not real sure yet on that.
Okay.
You know, it's going to be competitive with everything else like the 365 and so forth. So in the price range where you're going to see those guns.
Okay.
So
Very cool.
yeah. So this is in our auto ordnance line, and you know we do a GI style 1911 and 45 caliber. We're going to do a series of ARC guns called the Air Aces series, and they're based on the idea that we find a really interesting squadron from World War II, a really interesting aircraft, maybe an interesting pilot, and we do a gun based on that. So this is the Black Sheep, which is the first of the guns, 1911. It's designed to look like the Corsair aircraft.
That's beautiful.
It's got the paint scheme of the Corsair, and there's some information on here from a very famous pilot that flew this plane. It has his girlfriend's name on it, kill badges, and the number on there. So I think a lot of people who know who the Black Sheep are on whose plane this was.
It's pretty custom.
Yeah,
That's pretty neat.
Beautiful gun. The next one we're doing in the series is the Memphis Belle.
All right.
So this is based on that very famous bomber, and it has the nose art on the grips with the name of the plane and the numbering of that aircraft and the color scheme of the plane. And then on this side, we have the missions, the bombing missions that they marked on the aircraft. So same kind of concept.
Right.
And then
Different flair. I love
different
it.
flair.
I love it.
And then a really, really famous squadron that's had a lot of attention in recent years have been the Tuskegee Airmen. Of course, the famous Red Tail Squadron and their aircraft with the red tail and the nose art.
Love that.
And they had a famous ace, and on his plane, he was called one of the cool cats, and they had this cartoon cat on the aircraft, and the town he was from, he had on there, and the numbering scheme of that. So 3 of the Air Aces series. People keep asking me what we're going to do next. I don't know. I do a lot of the historical research on these, so I'm still kind of looking around. May stay in World War II. We may go on to the Korean War. So it's been a lot of fun. They've been really well received.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's keeping with historical times and
Exactly.
keeping the history alive.
Right,
It's
right.
not getting buried.
Yeah. It's important for people to know about these men and what they did.
For sure. And you literally get to hold it in your hands.
Yeah.
It's like holding history in your hands.
Absolutely. And they end up as beautiful pieces. I mean,
For sure.
It's gorgeous guns.
You might not want to shoot it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
so beautiful.
It's Cerakote. I mean, it's a tough finish, but that's a tough call. Do you
It
shoot
is,
it or
for
do you
sure.
not? Yeah.
For sure. Super.
Right.
Hey, Kahr Arms, Auto Ordnance, give me your
Yep.
business.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have the honor of speaking with Neil Hogue. He's like the man at Hogue. So
Thank
Neil,
you.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Clint.
Hey, what's new with your product line with the knives?
So we're doing a little bit more with our collector series. It's really kind of the higher end materials. We're using, this one's got the carbon fiber, the tritium on the lock bar. This is our Able lock mechanism Deca model. Titanium blue anodized screws.
The tritium, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I always say, night sights don't really help you shoot at night, but it helps you find your gun in the night.
That's right. So it's sitting on the nightstand at night. I know right where it is and right where the mechanism is. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So we got that. We got several automatics. This is one of our newest out the front automatics. It's our Counter-Strike. All of our knives are 100% US made, US materials. We do all the manufacturing in-house. Lifetime warranty and lifetime sharpening. So with this guy here, you know, really good smooth action, slim sleek case design. This has got our G-Mascus black G10 on the top. Magna cut blade steel. So,
and a glass breaker in the back.
Glass breaker, and it comes with a regular screw too if you don't want that poking you when you're carrying it.
Oh, I
You can
suppose
trade
that might
out.
poke, yeah.
Yeah. So depending on what you want there.
Better than the other side poking.
Right, right.
Yeah, automatics were just recently, well, within the last couple of years, made legal in Pennsylvania. So
Yeah.
it's really nice to see that that's actually a trend that I'm seeing across the country.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. Even our governor in Pennsylvania signed a very anti-gun guy, and we never thought that he would support a measure that would, you know, take switchblades or automatic
That's right.
knives off of the forbidden list.
That's right.
But that's, hey, incrementalism works, man.
That's right, that's right. Knife Rights has been doing a really good job kind of working on all those laws across the country.
Yeah,
so.
I think some of us in the gun industry need to take a few
Yeah.
notes from what the guys in the
Yeah.
knife industry have been doing.
Yeah.
So you said it was all manufactured in the U.S. I have actually been to the facility in Paso Robles.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
that's
Paso Robles,
Yeah,
right?
Paso Robles.
Yeah. So where else do you manufacture?
Henderson, Nevada is our corporate headquarters.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do our automatic knives in there. You know.
Oh, yeah.
California's not
Yeah,
so
that's
friendly on
true.
that stuff. We're still working on that one.
Yeah, I suppose you couldn't even make them there, is
Nope,
it? Yeah.
nope.
Wow.
No. So we also kind of got into a hunting line series of knives. So other people make replaceable blade scalpels. They're really difficult to take the blades on and off, so we try to listen to consumers and, well, what can you do different? Well, we can design something really cool for you. So this has got a little flipper tab for deploying the blade. It's completely locked underneath the frame so the blade can't come off. When you rotate it 90, it lifts the blade off the pedestal just a little
Go
bit.
ahead and hold lift that up a little bit. There you go.
Lifts the blade off the pedestal just a little bit. And then you can use our optional dispenser. There's a place for the used blade to go. You just push the tab, fires it right off.
Oh, wow.
Then I can retract the drawer, put another one out there, find the grooves, put a new blade on, you're ready to go. Never had to touch the sharpened blade.
That's like one of those dispensaries to put needles and stuff.
Right, right, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so we've got a folder. This is the folder model. We've got a fixed model. And then we have some just, you know, fixed blade style hunting
Yeah,
knives.
I know sometimes my big heavy knife doesn't quite gut the
Yeah.
deer as well as something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's surgical.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. These take standard blades, so you can kind of get the blades anywhere. You can get them from us or get them from, you know, in your stores.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
very
that-
cool.
yeah.
Very cool. Well, what's on the horizon? You guys have been in the grips and stocks and knives. What's the next evolution? Are you guys looking into any other product lines?
A little bit. You know, really been focused on our Raptor grips. They're kind of an adhesive grip. We put the thinnest rubber on a polymer frame you can possibly do. So those have been really good, and we can cover a lot of different polymer pistols because you know that's what's super popular is
Oh,
all
yeah.
the polymer pistols. So those are beaver tail grip sleeves. So we've got a really good full line of all that stuff. A lot of G10 grips. We do some really cool mag grips. It allows you to speed load a little bit easier, and it's all built into the grip, so it makes keeps the gun light and looks really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, later this year we're looking to pick up some IMI product, IMI Defense.
Oh, okay.
It's products that are made in Israel, and they're not really distributed in the U.S. People don't know about them very much. So we're going to be distributing that. It's a whole tactical line of products. So
Okay.
AR and AK and
Galil?
magazines.
You can do Galil?
Galil?
Yeah, the Galil. That's the Israeli gun. It's kind of like if an AR-15 and an AK had
Oh,
a
okay,
baby.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. No, this is really a AR and AK product primarily.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's most popular pretty
Yeah.
much everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, how can people find out more about your products?
Everything's online at hogueinc.com. And yeah, got our own website and lots of retailers.
Well, cool. If you're interested in any of their products, go into their website and buy some products from them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Welcome to Meet the Pressers. This is Matt, I'm Craig.
Great. We're here with Craig at the USCCA booth to talk about training and insurance and all that fun stuff. As an instructor, we want to give our students the best tools possible. And once they press that trigger, there's nothing else we can do. But when it comes to insurance and membership with the USCCA, that definitely can help.
Well, actually what we tell people, Matt, is what I like to tell them, is that you got to survive 3 fights. You got to win 3 fights when
Okay.
you're involved in a self-defense incident. First one is the fight for your life, and that's for the training and education, and through our training and instructor partners and certification processes, that's how we make people better prepared to survive fight number 1. The second fight they've got to survive is the fight for their freedom. And that's when they encounter the legal system. And no matter how clean that shoot was, there will be legalities involved with that, especially today, the way that it's working. And then the third fight you've got to win is the fight to protect your assets. Because in this day and age, not only is it going to be very costly without a membership to defend yourself, people can also sue you civilly, even if you beat it on the criminal side.
Yeah, we're seeing that time and time again with Kyle Rittenhouse and all these cases around the country where it's millions of dollars for their cases, millions. And if it becomes a public case where there's race involved, or somebody on either side thinks that person did something that wasn't reasonable, right? That objective standard with the jury, then it just gets into it could get into the millions of dollars.
Millions. We had a case in Houston, which here in Texas about 2 months ago, with a member who was in his own truck in the parking lot at his own apartment complex, and an armed robber broke into the truck, yielded a weapon. Our member shot in self-defense, killed him.
Yeah.
And the Harris County Sheriff, this was all over the Houston media, which is why I'm talking openly about this. The Harris County Sheriff did a press conference and he described the situation. And he said, and oh, by the way, the perpetrator had broken into 3 other vehicles that night in that same parking lot. But after consultation with the district attorney, we are going to take this to the grand jury. So the grand jury process will extend easily a year, if not 2 years.
Yeah.
And our member will have his legal expenses paid and protection through the USCCA.
Yeah. And when you hear stuff like that, that's political. Because if the sheriff says, no, this, they broke into 2 vehicles prior to that, and then this vehicle, and fortunately, this gentleman survived, and who knows what would have happened if he didn't try to defend himself. But, I'm up for re-election this year, and I don't really want to lose that re-election bid, so I'm going to let a grand jury decide whether they're going to make me take this case or not.
Well, that's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, and that particular member had actually joined in a training class offered by one of the USCCA training range partners, called him after this all went down and said, I am so glad that I signed up, that I had the opportunity to hear about this, and I signed up for the class, because it had only been a matter of about 2 months since he went through his LTC class and the incident occurred, and he was a member.
Great company, doing great things out there, trying to train up good Americans to defend themselves and be good, moral, prudent people. So
we're all in it together.
Yeah,
thank you, Matt.
Very true.
Pleasure to meet you.
Check them out. Give them your business.
I'm here today with Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes is the developer, the owner, the wizard behind the CERT shot indicating resetting trigger training pistol, as well as many other products. How you doing today, Mike?
Doing good, bud. Really wonderful, Clint. Thank you.
Yeah, so what's new on the slate of things coming out with Next Level Training?
New on the slate. New.
Well, you're always working on something, right?
Some skunk work things, but I think it's not quite ripe enough to show, all right? Okay. Or illuminate, what have you. But what's really new is just going back to the old. I think just really sticking to the fields. There's a lot of field to plow out there. And we know what we're finding, Clint, is just going back to some old school roots of training. Like even, we talk about some of the videos I've had in the past, remaking those, right? Why not? I mean, because the message is so important, just about people getting good grip and understanding high volume self-diagnostic training, getting the manipulation training in. When you go to the range, have a much better plan with regard to live fire, how to get the most out of those rounds.
Yeah, many people just punch holes in the paper, and that's fun.
Without a plan.
Without a plan,
right? I mean, I'll use 50 rounds, a little side bunny trail here. Maybe I'll get speed roll for this, but I have a rack I made of red beads and black. I went to Michael's and everything to get these beads and the thing. I spent a lot of time on it. But it's a structure for me. It's an abacus-like structure where I'll do 5 dry fire sets, short fire sets, and I'll do 1 live.
Right.
And then you kind of think, okay, I could kind of mark it, but it really pulls me along because for whatever reason I gamify it and I want to get through it. And all of a sudden I'm 55 minutes in, I'm sweating worse than I am now, and I've got a ton of reps and I only expended maybe 60 rounds.
Sure, that's very economical.
Very economical and very much point in. And it's things like that. I just think we got to go back to some basics. And people just getting some understand the value proposition and feeling how good it is just to increase your manipulation skills, increase your next point of aim, increase your trigger control. I mean, just make it a competition so you compete against your former self and just getting better.
Yes.
Yeah,
In the race between you and yourself, you always win or lose depending on if you're a positive or negative person.
You do, and sometimes you're positive and you still lose. Like, there's always an asterisk to any
Well, we're
quote,
real
I
good at
find,
lying
you
to
know?
ourselves, too.
Yeah,
You know, I get the opportunity to train a lot of instructors across the
Yeah, you
country, and a lot of people say, hey, how do I best use the CERT pistol in class? And of course, I've been using the class for years. You know, we've done a lot of collaborative efforts and stuff with like developing curriculum. But you have your applied fundamentals
Oh, yeah.
curriculum that's on the Next Level Training website. So if you're an instructor and you're interested in seeing like a curriculum that's put together and some teaching methodology that specifically uses this training format, you should go onto the website and check that out.
That's actually on CERT Living.
CERT Living, okay.
And you know what, let's just give a coupon right now. Because everything's kind of charged on there, whatever. But if you're seeing this and you're an instructor, the Applied Fundamentals course, there's some other stuff on there too. We just put in an e-learning format. Why don't you just check it out, certliving.com right here in your little graphics,
Yeah,
so
right
you can do
there.
fanciness. And let's make the coupon, what do you call it, Meet the Pressers?
Yeah, meet the pressers.
Yeah, Meet the Pressers, all one word. I'll put it on there if we can take note of that. And it'll be 100% off.
Wow.
100% off.
Such
really,
a-
because we want
such
the
a
information.
savings.
Yeah. You can see it shows up, all this total, and then like
That's
$117, $117 off, $0. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a fantastic course. And I know I think this is what you were alluding to at the beginning. You're looking to maybe update that and
Absolutely.
add some more.
Absolutely. I want to add some more content. We talked to so many people, and there's so much more field to apply, and not just in the private sector, but particularly in the professional carry realm, right? From federal law enforcement to even private security and what have you, the institutional side of it. So yeah, it's an exciting time.
So do you have any material like that is geared towards the end user, that's not instructor led?
I think the grip course, I might want to redo that one too. I mean, it's so important to get your grip down, right? Just so you have a really good firm lockup and be fairly flexible in your mechanics to fit your anatomy. That's a key thing. I think a lot of instructors tend to be projectionists. I think this works for me, so it's going to work for you. It's like, well, there's some concepts here.
Well,
you
I
can
mean,
embrace.
a big part of that is fit.
Yeah.
Like different grip angles are going to fit people differently. And if someone is always picking up the front sight, we tend to lie to ourselves. But if it's truly full extension or threat focus, sometimes the gun doesn't always point where we're looking.
Yep.
And that could be changed with changing a back strap out or going from like an M&P style to
Changing
a Glock.
equipment out, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But it's a journey. I mean, even right now, my journey is just changing my grip substantially the last 9 months to a Vogel style grip. But this is my little stupid journey. But I think everyone can have their own, just to increase your natural point of aim, increase that, returning the muzzle down to a consistent location. All those wonderful things to make this truly the 1,000-mile journey, which is just fun to do, just to get better at. Because we can do it in an advanced age. That's a good thing about pistol craft.
Yeah.
As we push a year away from being in my 40s.
And with in your 40s. And with a CERT
Technically
pistol.
true.
Technically true?
I'm 1 year away from being in my 40s.
Oh, the other way.
Yeah, you got
I
it.
understand.
You're a
Okay.
smart guy here.
Yeah,
man.
so the thing is with the CERT pistol, you can do all this pistol craft and work in your home very safely. And, once you invest in the unit itself, it doesn't cost you any money to press the trigger, which is a pretty fantastic
Yeah. I mean, you get 80,000 pulls from a battery, a CR2 battery for $4. So
And if you know what to look for, the CERT pistol gives you all the information that you can self-diagnose very, very efficiently.
Dots, not dashes. I mean, very simple, right? Yeah.
Well, I want to wrap this up with one other discussion. Could you talk a little bit about Refined Savages while you're up here?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Britt and I, looking always for different solutions, and we never had a good low light solution. And I've challenged a lot of people on this. Why are we mounting lights, which were meant for rifles originally, that are overpowered, they're narrow for shooting coyotes and outback or whatever, right? Okay, we put them on the light, technologies make it small. But now we've got to muzzle everything we illuminate.
Right.
And what's the first, second, third, whatever rule of firearms?
Sure.
Don't muzzle what you want to destroy. 99% of what you want to illuminate, you don't want to destroy. Why are we doing that, right? And why do we think it's acceptable? I just don't get it. I really am a simple mind. So we thought, okay, why don't we just put something on the magazine, very low profile, barely prints at all. I mean, it's credible how it almost has a stealth bomber-like effect of not printing.
Yeah, actually, even though there may be a protrusion there, it's less noticeable because of the roundness.
You are a smart man, my friend. You are, exactly. That's exactly it. But you can, or, what's I think more common is just to use an extra mag. As on a camera picks up, you can carry it. It's very innocuous. You can just do, like if you're already carrying, you can do, it's kind of a low light situation. What is going on in my garage? your high port. I like this, all right? If you're Sewell, it's a little different, but again, high port, close to strong. I'm gonna hit you in the eyes here, Klint. Nice wide throw, good 20 yards, right? Very effective, very effective. If you have to turn it off, you can turn it off really quick. Very gross motor, turn it off. Yeah, it's kind of a silly way to turn it off, but I mean, so, as opposed to manipulating something like that, pop it up, it's gonna illuminate. So yeah, it's a really, really cool product. I mean, a lot of people, you don't have to change your holster out, it's very pragmatic,
Yeah. And I understand you're coming up with a mount to potentially put it onto a rifle too.
Well, some knucklehead advised that. We don't know who, some nutty guy. But yeah, on our stick, and it's just to give Klint recommended this, I think it's quite brilliant, to just on your rifle for a very, very simple attachment because of that angle, to attach to a Picatinny rail, and we can have an easy conversion, which we really, I mean, it really does make sense, right? Just to have that kind of illumination.
And if you're in your home, you could be at a low, like a compressed ready, so to speak, and you still can shine light on the person to get identification.
Yeah, exactly. With relatively convenient manipulation of the switch. So yeah, that's good stuff, Klint. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I thank you for your time, and as always, I thank you for your friendship and mentorship. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, check out Next Level Training and CERT Living to get that coupon code Meet the Pressers if you're an instructor, to check out that Applied Fundamentals curriculum.
Whatever you want.
And we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Cheers.
And we're at the Henry booth, one of our awesome sponsors, to talk about a new awesome rifle that they have coming up. Daniel, tell us all about this thing.
Yeah, so this is brand spanking new. It's actually not even out yet.
New.
Yeah, we'll start shipping it in 2 or 3 months here, but what you're looking at is the lever action Supreme rifle. And basically this is the result of starting with a blank sheet of paper. And let's build the best lever action possible. And this is the result.
This looks really cool.
So what you got going on here, starting with the action, because that's probably the most unique compared to our other lever actions, linkage driven bolt in the back. So this action is the smoothest you'll ever feel in an out of the box lever action. Internal hammer, rotary locking bolt face. So when you're locked up here with no, or with an internal hammer, it's completely sealed off. So shooting it suppressed is, it's perfect suppressor host. So all the barrels are threaded, they're free floated barrels, so sub MOA capable for sure. And it'll be in 223, 556 and 300 blackout to start.
Very neat. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. May I?
Absolutely.
That is smooth as heck. Look at that, one finger, pinky. That's awesome. And I noticed it's got the tang safety there.
Yeah, so we did that because internally we found ourselves reaching for the hammer to decock it. And with the hammer not being there, at least your thumb's falling on the safety.
That's smart. That's beautiful.
It'll ship with 10-round PMags in the box. And it will take, standard capacity MSR magazines, so you could, put a 30-round magazine in here and there would be no interference with the trigger guard and lever and everything like that, so you can get quite a bit of capacity here.
The ingenuity in this industry and from Henry is astounding.
We're excited to get this out there. Great hunting rifle, great ranch rifle for sure. Coyotes, hogs, whitetail. We've got plans to expand calibers, but let's get this thing out first and we'll go from there.
Thanks for showing it to us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Henry, check him out. Give him your business.
I'm here with Brandon with Lionheart Industries, and I see something very interesting here. Would you like to explain what you got going on?
Yeah, sure. Appreciate you guys. So Lionheart Industries, we're a defense pistol manufacturer. We do high-end all-metal hammer fires, with some unique twists. So this is our Vulcan 9 series, 9mm 15+1, all compact frames so far. So we do everything in-house. We're located in Winder, Georgia. Some of the unique features that you'll see right off rip are going to be our G10 grips. We have an integrated thumb rest that's built into the grip. We have left and right hand models as well. We're an optics ready pistol, RMRCC down to a Shield RMSC footprint. So pretty much any subcompact optic will direct mount, you get a lower 1/3 go witness. Because we're an optics ready pistol and the base plate of the magazine, we have a multitasker nano tool. So you always have a tool to sight in your optics.
That's pretty cool.
3 out of the 4 models come with that.
Very cool.
The last thing is actually how you carry this pistol. So it's a defense pistol. So once you go to chamber your round, manually push your hammer forward. That first draw and your first trigger pull is going to have a 2-wall break. Start pulling, resets into a single action. So I can come up out of the holster, pre-stage that first shot, be right at the wall, and then have a single action on my first draw.
That's interesting. How can people learn more about your product?
Lionheartindustries.com.
Very nice. Got a nice feel to it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
There you go. Yeah, make sure you check out their website and give them your business.
I'm with Tess at the HyViz booth, and we're going to talk about a really cool new device they have for sights. Tess?
Yes. This is the HyViz Fast Dot H3. It's our newest sighting system that bridges the gap between iron sights and a red dot.
Cool.
It contains 2 different sights, a front sight and a rear sight. It mounts like your traditional iron sight, so it does not require a new holster. The front sight has a fiber optic light pipe. The rear sight is a tritium and fiber optic light pipe. The rear sight is recessed as well as has a magnified lens in it so that the tritium appears to illuminate or turn on whenever your sights are aligned.
Yeah?
Yes, yes.
That's crazy. That is awesome.
And because it's tritium, it does not require batteries. So you also get the benefit of the red dot with the reliability of iron sights.
Yeah, and as far as dust and stuff getting in there, that definitely is less or minimal or no worry at all. Because I know with like my red dot, dust and everything inside there, so
yes,
you keep
the
blowing it out.
The lens is flush with the frame.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
yes,
awesome.
it is.
Very cool. HyViz, check them out. Give them your business.
I'm here with Marty Sprick from the National Rifle Association, one of the main cogs in the wheel in the training department. So Marty, how you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good.
What's on your plate when you get back to headquarters?
Well, when I first get back, decompress from the trip, and then my son's graduating high school on Wednesday, so I'm taking a day off. And then the next week I'm getting ready for another training counselor workshop.
Yeah, excellent.
And teaching that the first week of June.
So you were talking about the training counselor workshops in the instructor update that I was able to attend yesterday. What are some of the new developments with the training counselor program?
So one of the things that we decided to do in 2020, right before COVID hit us, was we made it a little bit more difficult to get in the TC workshop. We require instructors to have pistol instructor plus one other live fire discipline, and they've got to teach 10 classes with 50 students in those 2 disciplines. Then they become eligible, so because we made it harder to get in, it's easier to pass because the instructors are coming to the class with more breadth and depth of experience, and they can shoot better, quite frankly.
Good, good. Yeah, so if any of you instructors are interested in becoming a training counselor, Marty's the guy you want to talk to and do the wood shedding and prepare yourselves so that you can make it through the training. I've not been able to attend one of your newer formatted 5-day training courses, but I hope I can get there and help with one and audit one.
Yeah, they're a blast.
Yeah.
You're all welcome to come. Any TC that's current that's never been to the 5-day, they're welcome to come and audit the class at any time, free of charge, as long as they contact me ahead of time, and I'm sure I got room on the range. No fee, and then if you audit the class enough and you're eligible, you might be on the docket to help with the workshop if we go outside Virginia and do a TC workshop. That way we cut NRA's costs and only one staff member has to travel.
Excellent. So how can NRA instructors get in touch with you if they want to learn more about the training counselor program?
So the best thing to do is send an email to the organizational email box, which is training counselor, all one word, at nrahq.org. If they misspell that or they're having a hard time for the email to go through, they can use first initial and last name, so MSPRICK at nrahq.org.
Excellent. Well, I thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Continue the good work, and if there's any way we can be of service, let us know.
All right.
Hey everybody, Matt Mallory here with Meet the Pressers. We're at the Mantis booth talking to my good friend Grant about all the cool stuff they have going on. They've been a sponsor since the beginning, so please check them out, give them your business, and phenomenal stuff, and Grant's going to tell us the new stuff up on the horizon.
Good to see you, Matt.
Good to see you, sir.
Awesome. So probably the newest thing is a collaboration with Steiner. We have the Tor X. So this is a product from Steiner that has integrated some of our technology into it. So it's an X series sensor.
That's pretty cool.
In their laser pointer. So if you just press either one of the buttons, the laser will come on. And then to pair our product to the app, you just press both buttons, hold it, and you turn it on the same way that you turn on your X10 or X3.
Very cool.
So that'll be interesting.
That's neat that you guys are bridging the gap with other companies to do stuff like that.
Yeah, so
it's not
that,
reinventing the wheel, but taking what you guys do so phenomenally already and just integrating into other people's products is
absolutely. Yeah. So whenever we can, if we can help improve somebody else's product, we're gonna help them do that. So
absolutely.
We also, coming down the pipe, we've got SCAR light and heavy.
Okay.
We've got AK 74, 47. We've got AR-10.
Okay.
MP5. Pistol caliber carbine. So these are all, you keep an eye out in the next little while. We'll have that coming soon. And then we are still plugging away with our pistol reset system. So it'll be a way for you to use your handgun with your optics, your trigger reset, all of it, and get all the same analytics that you would get from a Blackbeard X. So that's probably the one everyone's the most excited for. I don't have any dates for any of this stuff, but working on all of it.
You know what's interesting is that you say you don't have any dates, and I know that means that when it comes out, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be awesome. There's not going to be any issues with it, and even if there is, like everything, right, it has issues at some point. Right. You guys are on it. You don't pass it off, which I love. Yeah. That's why we've attached our brand to your brand, because of how good quality you put into the product.
Absolutely. So what most people don't realize is there's been 10 iterations of the Blackbeard. We see if there's an issue, we address it, fix it, and pump out a new version. So.
And another thing too is not just issues. It's like if a user says, "Hey, it'd be cool if it had this feature," you guys are like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And you'll integrate this stuff.
Absolutely. So sometimes at shows like this, we'll send a message to the engineers on our Slack channel, and they will respond to it and push an update that night. Which is pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, to have the responsiveness of a company like that, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks.
Doing
Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Mantis, check him out. Give him your business.
And yeah, my brother was telling me, I need to practice. But it's inner. It's only gonna be water. Our best definition. All right. This is really. I'm sorry, our mom will just picture. It's been out in the sun. Saber makes the temperature right. It's a smart trick. You download the app. In the app, you put
Bam!
Close.
So close.
So close.
It's
27.
Yeah. But that was a cheat right there.
I think I won. No, she actually
I
won.
It was a cheat. Hi, I'm T-Buzz with Shoot Like a Girl. We're here today with our mobile range experience, and we are demonstrating the DACA system, the DACA grid system by Magpul. And we had the challenge today, and Klint and Matt and Tracy participated in the challenge, and I'll just say women rock.
They do.
Go Tracy.
Hey everybody, Matt Mallory here with Meet the Pressers, and I'm with my good friend Neil here at the ASP booth. We know earlier we were telling you we had some good news, and Neil's going to let the cat out of the bag now. Neil, what do we got going on?
So, we've been friends for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And we talk and we see each other at all this stuff. I've been on your show, you've been on some of our stuff.
Yep.
And so we've got the Active Self-Protection, the ASP Unlimited app, the family of apps that we do. It's kind of a plan B for YouTube and the way things go over there sometimes.
For sure.
And so we've got a Friends of ASP portion on there where folks can come see the people that we like and the information that they've got that we want others to share there, and we're adding you guys in there. Coming up here real quick, by the time this thing goes live, it will be there. So all you're going to have to do is download the ASP Unlimited app. It's on iOS and Android and Apple TV and Roku TV and all of those fun things. There's a ton of stuff on there, all of the ASP stuff that's on YouTube, plus a ton of exclusive content, our live streams and all of that stuff goes on there. And then you guys are going to join us and be part of this, which we're super excited about this, just to have more good information that we can share with folks. So those like-minded folks that believe in the 2A, believe in defending themselves, believe in doing things the right way. That's what this is about. That's who we are. And we kind of handpick those. We call them the Friends of ASP because we don't put our enemies on there, right?
For sure.
So
For sure.
These are people that we trust and the people that we want our fans to know about. So that's what we're doing.
Well, we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate the vote of confidence and having us on, and I definitely appreciate your friendship all these years, and we look forward to doing great things with you.
All right, man. We're excited.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Woohoo! Giddy up. Check it out.
Hello, my name is Klint Macro. I'm the administrator of National Train-a-Teacher Day. National Train-a-Teacher Day is a grassroots movement of firearms instructors, safety instructors, defensive instructors, and first aid instructors who are offering free training to teachers, school staff, administrators, and anybody that works with youth in a leadership capacity. We offer this training on what we call National Train-a-Teacher Day. This year is our 7th National Train-a-Teacher Day, and we're observing it on June 22nd. That's Saturday, June 22nd, 2024. On this day, teachers, school staff, administrators, and anyone that work with youth in a leadership capacity can take advantage of this training at absolutely zero cost. Visit the National Train-a-Teacher Day website. That's nationaltrainateacherday.com, and you can find an instructor in your area who's offering training. If you're a firearms instructor, safety instructor, first aid instructor, or something like that, and you would like to offer your services for National Train-a-Teacher Day, if you visit the website and look under the volunteer page, you can find ways to volunteer your services for that day. I'd like to thank the United States Concealed Carry Association and Sabre Pepper Spray, both of which have been sponsors for many years, are continuing with their sponsorship. And what that means is any instructor that's teaching one of their classes from their curriculum that's certified to teach it is eligible to get free training supplies from the parent organizations, and that helps to defer costs. Again, this training is for free for teachers, school staff, administrators, and anybody that works with youth in a leadership capacity. So I look forward to seeing you guys in classes. Spread the word. This is a grassroots movement, so we can use your help in getting the word out there to those end users. For more information, visit nationaltrainateacherday.com. Remember, this year is the 7th year we're doing this, and it's on June 22nd, 2024. Thank you very much.
Lots of sponsors to make this show possible, like Mantis, Next Level Training, Blake Henry.
Check them out and give them your business.
Meet the Pressers is brought to you by Mantis X. Mantis X helps shooters suck less. Next Level Training, makers of CERT training products. Sabre Red. Sabre Red has been making men and women cry since 1975. Meet the Pressers is also brought to you by these fine companies, shows, and organizations. Thank you.
Thanks for watching the show.
Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and click that little bell thingy so you know when the next episode's coming out.
Watching Meet the Pressers.